we're gonna begin. Hey! Hey, Apollo! What? Well, you know, actually, nothing. I mean, something. Or maybe not. Out with it. The suspense is giving me an ulcer. Well, you know, the trial today, I was thinking, if you gave it a score, what score would you give it? Score? Gee. I guess I would, maybe, well, I'm just as bad as you. See? It's so vague. Clearly. Machi avoided a guilty verdict, which is something. Though I can't say I'm any less confused about the case. I asked Interpol about that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. IPXX314206. The agent registered under this number was Romain Latouche. And the victim, Mr. Latouche? Who would have guessed he was actually an undercover Interpol agent? What a mess. And we don't have any idea what he was investigating. Well, true, but we know who shot him now. Lemirwa told the whole court. Wait, that voice just now. It was him, I'm sure of it. That voice I heard, talking to Mr. Latouche, when I heard the gunshots fired. It was him, it was Mr. Darien. It's another mystery, Apollo. I love mysteries. I don't. Speaking of mysteries, what's Mr. Wright up to? I wouldn't mind asking his opinion. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Daddy around. What, is he some kind of stray that just wanders in and out at will? I wouldn't say that, but he has been going out a lot. Some top secret mission, he said. Top secret? Anyway, you can't just rely on him to save the day. And you've got me to help you, so we'll be fine. Fine, right. Well, time's a-wasting, as they say. Let's investigate. That's the spirit. Did we actually get emote-only chat enabled? Is it enabled, by the way? Hold on. There we go. Basically, they were trying... they were listening to you complain, and they were like, Marissa, we're trying, but every time, but you just couldn't hear. Okay, we have emote-only chat on. It's 11:18. 11:23. Here, you know what? I'll just set an alarm. Okay, let's examine. Actually, no, we have no reason to examine. Actually, what's this? Is that new? We have no reason to examine. We've already done this. Let's talk to Trucy. Darien did it. Lemirwa dropped a bomb in court today. It was Darien. Lemirwa said she's never forgotten a voice, right? That's so cool. I guess. What's that called again? Elephant ears? I bet that's what they're called. Somehow I don't think that means what you think it means. And she has to be wrong this time. Wrong? Why? I mean, look. Those gunshots were right during the concert. That's right. I was burning up at the dance floor at the time. Right. Did you happen to look up on stage? Maybe at Darien even? You bet I did. He is one of the Gavineers' guitarists after all. He's so cool. Oh. Right. All the Gavineers have a rock-solid alibi. He couldn't have shot Mr. Latouche backstage. But Lamirwa heard him, didn't she? She heard Darian backstage, right? Somebody's either wrong or lying very badly here. An Interpol agent, I was wondering, what is Interpol anyway? Huh, Interpol? They're the guys who catch international criminals. Why can't they just call them international police instead of making up silly names? Fuck the police. Yeah. Anyway, you think he was investigating Lamirwa? What? Why would anyone do that? She's not a criminal. She couldn't be. Don't be fooled by appearances is all I'm saying. But remember, I'm a magician, Apollo. I can spot a palmed coin at 50 paces. If only it were that easy. In any case, we know he was working on something. I wonder if it was something that has to do with something. That something being our case. The last something, I mean. Something like that. Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt. What was Mr. Latouche up to? Trucy? Was that another one of your tricks? It wasn't me. I can't even make Mr. Hat laugh like that. Oh, fuck! Wherever the mundane gives way to miracles, a word is whispered. Grammaire. Grammary? Grammaire? Hey! The other day! Ah! Who's there? We didn't just imagine that, did we? He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? Hardly. We meet again. Nice to meet you. Who are you? And could you please stop smirking like that? Drink. Oh, it's you! Uncle Valent! Uncle Valent? He's your uncle? No, silly. It's the Great Grammaire, Valent Grammaire. The Grand Magician. Yes, it is I, the Great Valent Grammaire, as seen on television. And could you please stop smirking like that? It's been a while, Miss Trucy. 7 years, to be exact. Oh, fuck, it's that number again. 7. 7 years. My, how you've grown. Good to see you again, Uncle Valent. You look exactly the same. I hate to intrude, but what is the Great Magician doing paying us a visit? I believe it was you who wished to see me? So, be quick with your questions. And do not quail, quake, or quiver. I am quite tame. Though my stardom may sear the sight, I'm quite down to earth when need calls. He does have a certain aura to him, it's true. Let's ask him about the case, Apollo. Oh. Emote only chat. Off. Grammary. Grammary. Oh, okay. Necromancy, magic, or enchant. Okay.
Wintermute. Grammary.
Grammary. Grammary? Grammary. Okay, let's try to pronounce that correctly. Let's ask him about the case, Apollo. His aura sure isn't lost on our magician in the making. Awful finger gun stick. I've definitely done more than 2 awful finger guns before on stream. She's practically drooling with enthusiasm. After all, Uncle Valent's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I'd call him Uncle. What? Daddy? You mean Mr.
Gary.
Right?
Gram. Rip Grandma.
Rip Grandma. No, I mean, my real daddy. Trucy's real father? Well... Wait, Apollo. Don't tell me you know about Troop Grammary. 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 Troop Grammary. Huh? No. Oh, he did... Okay, he actually spelled it out as it was supposed to be pronounced. Grammary.
Wintermute. Grammary.
But it does sound kind of familiar. Oh, lost life. Lamentably listless lad. To not know of the greatest troop of magicians on the planet? Valiant Grammary. The name began to surface in my mind. It was a name I'd heard on television as a child. You bet you've heard the name. He made a cruise ship disappear and blew up an amusement park. Oh, and he made all the gold disappear from a safe. And then escaped from a high-security prison?
SSGKOU003. You say right, not the father.
You said he's a magician? Yeah, no, yes, well, she's adopted his adopted daughter. She's Phoenix Wright's adopted daughter. Okay. You said he is a magician? I open the locks to hearts chained by mediocrity. This is the true miracle of Troop Grammary. Wait. What, Apollo? I do remember seeing you on television a long time ago. Weren't you with someone else, like a duo? A duo? Yeah, you had a partner. Something Grammary. Yes, Zach Grammary. A masterful maker of magic, a capable crafter of shining showmanship. Why is everyone so quiet? Daddy? Daddy? Huh? Oh, no way. Let's ask about her father. Once upon a time, the Troop Grammary included 2 grand magicians. Myself, Valiant Grammary, and my partner, Zach Grammary. And this Zach was... He was my real daddy. Trucy's father, a magician. I guess it makes sense. Yeah, no shit. I had no idea. There wasn't much point in talking about it. Not now that he's gone. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm not lonely. I've got my daddy, after all. And you make me laugh, Apollo. Glad that I'm good for comic relief, at least.
Ignorant spoon. Daddy.
Daddy. Not that I see Daddy around much these days. Ugh, I've been remiss in remembering my reasons for my visit. Reasons? 2, in fact. The first being, of course, to see you, Miss Trucy. All this talk of daddy. There's a lot of daddy talk happening right now. That's just, I've just come to accept that that's a part of playing Apollo Justice. You don't know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle Valiant. I'm sure you are. Not one for modesty, are you? When I encountered you at the Coliseum, the first time in 7 years, I could fain contain my emotions. I wept oceans. And to learn you now defend that poor pianist, that blinded boy, 'twas was a hot topic of talk amongst the staff, you know. And defend him you did. Well, it wasn't all my doing. I'm his defense attorney, actually. My other reason for coming here today was this. Oh, hey there, Economist! I shot you a private message, by the way, on Twitch. Check it out when you get a chance. Yeah, that poor penis, that's definitely what I said. Phoenix Wright. That poor penis. My other reason for coming here today was this. That's a videotape? Quite so. A recording of the concert, no less. I've brought it for you, Trucy, on behalf of Troop Gremory. Will you watch it? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Sugar. Sugar. Oh, that night. In your embrace. This is just the same video. Okay, so for anyone who hasn't seen this video yet, here we go. This was the concert. When you stole away the keys, my heart held on so tight. On to so tight. Yeah, not again. Pleasure. But a fleeting melody. It wraps itself around me. And now, through the air I fly. Whoa. Whoa. Burning on in my heart. Fire. Burn my love away. All away. Like a bullet of love. Fire. Take my life away. All away. Guitar! Guitar! Up together! To the sky! You know what? This isn't even the last time we're gonna see that today. I swear we're gonna see it at least like 4 more fucking times. Wow, it's almost as good as it was live. So, what's the word? Mysterious? Oh, you can watch that on a loop, great. Hopefully we can fast forward through it as well. Crying in pain. I'm glad you guys enjoyed my dramatic reading of the song. A drink. There are more mysterious things than her song going on. Way more mysterious. This valiant Gremory has good reasons to be here today. But I wonder what his reasons were to be at that concert. Videotape received. Okay, let's go to court, I guess? Wait, is this really not a court day? I thought this was supposed to be a court day. Did I fuck up my planning for this? Yeah, this is an investigation, isn't it? I have 3 more streams of this. Well, including today. It's fine. I did actually time things out. I thought I had... I was planning on taking next Wednesday off because I thought there were only 2 more cases here today. But whatever, it's fine. This actually might end up being... I wonder how long this is going to be today, then. This might end up being shorter. Okay. Let's present this videotape back. Yeah, that's a pasta visual. Rest in pussy. Present this videotape. Let's talk about this movie. So, I was wondering. That stunt in the middle of the song there. I didn't see a stunt. What about Lamirwa vanishing and reappearing? Oh, that? I guess I'm so used to seeing that happen, I didn't even notice. So young to be so jaded. A simple sleight of hand, a petite prestigation.
Carrie. Hey, Uncle Valant, wanna listen to Crime Speak a song again? Let's watch this again. Wintermute.
I can't read words.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation, thank you. A modicum of magic from me to you. So that's why you were at the concert. Yes, I was there to watch my trick take to the air. So you're the one who knows how it was all done. Of course, I am like a deity with the stage as my domain. I suffer no mystery upon those floodlit boards not grasped tightly twixt my fingers. It is a potent, primeval power I possess. Well, do you think you could tell me how it was done? Hey now! Trucy? That's like totally against the rules, Apollo. Not during a murder investigation, it's not. Mais non, for my illusions are mine alone, monsieur. Also what? Recall that terrible occurrence happened later. Well, after my illusion entranced the audience. Oh. Don't even ask. I won't answer. Too bad for you, Apollo. Whose side are you on? I, Valiant Gramarye, now make my leave, Miss Trucy. There's no need to rush, Uncle Valiant. You should stay a while. I'm gonna run out of water if I do all this drinking to smirking. I'm gonna have to get more water soon. I am afraid I cannot. I may not. I shall not. I have been asked to assist with an analysis, and so I shall slink back to the scene. So, you'll be at the concert venue today? Correct. If you would call on me, come to the Coliseum. See you later, crocodile. With a whirl of his cloak and a wink of his eye, he turned and walked out through the door. Normally. That was actually great. That was really great. Well, there you go, Apollo. Let's get cracking. Right. Valiant Gramarye. I've got a few more things to ask him. Foremost among them, that bit of magic that made Lemirwa disappear. And how he knows Trucy and her real father. Hold it! Hold it! Okay. Let's, Detention center? Dunk. Dunk dunk. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at a thing. Okay. July 9th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Here we go. Machi may not be guilty, but he's still a suspect. But they don't have any decisive evidence. Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gotten out of that room. Right. The air vent. And he lied. Lied? Machi Tobai can see. Oh, Machi. Speak of the devil. Does she really think cops need evidence? Fuck the police. He looks like he's doing okay. I forget. Why did we come here? It's not like we can talk to him or anything. Words are overrated. Feelings are what matter, Apollo. It's kinda hard to build a court case on feelings. But, since we're here anyway, might as well get what I want to say off my chest. If you need someone to complain to, I'll listen. What's going on with my voice? Yeah. I think she's actually worried for me. Okay.
Carrie. Headcanon, Maki is a very petite heat-tim lesbian.
I don't know much about their story right now. We only just found out that they were not actually blind. So I wonder what is going to happen. Okay. The trial today. So, what did you think of the trial today? Phew. I'm glad he doesn't understand English after all. If he did, he would probably be scared out of his mind by that trial. Hey, all's well that ends well. You have to be more goal-oriented. If he's not guilty, we win. No, if he's innocent, we win. Machi might not understand English, but I bet he gets that better than you do. Oh fuck, I'm about to start tripping out again. Thump thump. I'm glad Lamirwa testified. What a great person. She even got Machi off the hook by naming another suspect. Darian of the Gaviniers, the detective. I wonder if Machi knows what happened? I mean, if he could follow how the trial went at all. If no one told him there's a new suspect, how would he know? Hey. What is it, Apollo? A cop committing a crime? Never! Never! Fuck the police. How did I get here? I don't know! Welcome! Maybe you came in a serendipity sync raid, possibly? How are you doing tonight, Slippery Jester? No, it's nothing. I must be imagining it. Imagining what, Apollo? It's just... I couldn't help but feel that... I don't know. Machi. He doesn't understand what we're saying, right? How could he? He's a young Borginian. He doesn't speak English. Yeah, but my bracelet's reacting to him. Huh? Maybe it's malfunctioning? Or it's scared because you keep making those I'm so mad faces. Was I that bad? Machi lied about not being able to see. But what if that's not all he lied about? If you're curious about it, there's only one thing to do. You should ask him. I think it'll take something big to get to him. Some kind of undeniable evidence. We'll be back, Machi. Hold on, no, we have one more thing to ask. Or for Trucy to talk at us about. So, Machi, you can see, right? Machi can see, and Lamirwa can't. The whole world's gone topsy-turvy. Sorry, Apollo. I don't think we're gonna get any information out of Machi. Which makes sense. Yeah, I guess it does. Okay. Well, we have to find some irrefutable evidence here, I guess. Which we probably don't have yet, because we literally just started talking to everyone. What am I doing? I want to move? Get out of this fucking detention center. There we go. Sunshine Coliseum. That reminds me, I found an ad online for anime glasses like that. Like, the reflective, like... I think I've seen those before. That's really great. Like, they're always shiny white. Yeah, they probably do they have, like, the reflective? Yeah, oh, okay, yeah, you have them. I couldn't remember. I thought that you were talking about getting those. But I couldn't remember if you actually got them. Okay. Woo! What a great day! It's perfect weather for sleuthing. The weather matters for an investigation? Don't some days just feel like magic days or defense days? Like, sure. Let's get started, shall we? Right on! Show us your stuff, Apollo. What stuff? Your voice training! This is the perfect place for it. I did enough at home, thanks. Aw, there's no need to be shy. Keep that up and you'll never make it on the big stage. I'm happy in the courtroom, thank you. I am a lawyer. Then you're in luck, because it's lawyer weather today. Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout, "Objection!" Look, the weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Let's get going already. Trucy does smirk a lot.
Objection!
Objection! To the sky. Objection! Let's check this out. Look! A blimp! Those balloons next to it have ad banners on them. Let's see. Big sale. All shirts 50% off. Oh. It's an ad for the department store next door. Salmon? What's that creature there? Ooh, that's the police mascot, the blue badger. Eh? It's life-size. Haven't you seen them around town? Patrolling the streets? Yes. Now even Law and Order has a mascot. I'd run from that thing, even if I wasn't a criminal. Thank you, Apollo. Fuck the police. Why does its head wobble like that when it walks? Dun dun. It's freaky. I don't think you're showing true blue badger spirit, Apollo. Anything else here? Whose shirt is 50% off? Very good. Look, a massive sign for the Guilty as Charged tour. A giant Prosecutor Gavin stares out over the arena. Ooh, maybe I can take it to the office when they're done with it. Where would you put it? You couldn't even get that thing through the front door. Then I'll put it outside. I bet it'd be good for business. Just as long as no one comes expecting us to prosecute. Well, if anyone comes looking for a concert, leave it to me. Is this part of some twisted plan of hers to make her singing debut, I wonder? Sunshine Coliseum sure is living up to its name today. It's huge! And Mr. Gavin got to play on that enormous stage. I'm so jealous. Someday I'll fight my first battle on this stage. Battle? Well, yeah, it's a coliseum, isn't it? They don't do gladiatorial contests at these places anymore, Trucy. Really? I had no idea! I wonder why they stopped. Sometimes I worry about her. Yeah, the blue badger is still around. Yes. Let's go. Ooh, backstage hallway. Back here again. It would be much more reasonable to take that poster that's hanging on that wall. Yeah, haha. I need more water. I'm gonna take a quick BRB so I can get more water. BRB. Okay, hello, I'm back. Everyone I know stopped following JKR. I guess I only knew one person who was to begin with. Yeah! Good. Good. I'm glad. Fuck that shit. What the fuck? I like how, I like how people are, like, I mean, I guess it's kind of weird because it's still using her work as the thing to reference her, but I like how people are just calling her, basically, like Voldemort or Roldemort or something. I can't remember. It was really good. I saw a few tweets about it today. But yeah, fuck J.K. Rowling. I love that break music. Not as much as the non-break times, but still. Yeah, Cruising for Goblins is a very, very good song. You can probably search for it on Google to find... I always feel bad because I can never remember the artist's name. It's credited on the BRB screen. But that song is called Cruising for Goblins. It's very good. I was so mad she started going after autistic people. Yeah, what the... I mean, yeah, that's pretty fucked up. I saw that today, and because I saw that she had written some sort of fucking essay or some shit that was trying to justify her shitty actions. Fucking asshole. Ugh, okay. Oh, Mr. Attorney. Well, Mirwa. I'm sorry about today. There is nothing you need to apologize for. You were merely defending Machi. Are you okay? Alone, I mean. Humans are blessed with 5 senses. Even robbed of one, we get by. Though it does make being a witness rather difficult. Speaking of seeing, you knew who we were before we spotted you just now. And we weren't even talking. I heard your footsteps several times the day before. Oh. You must have great ears. Ears that heard the crime taking place. Or so she claimed yesterday. But how? Well, let's talk to her and find out. Oh, yikes. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Fucking the goddamn worst. Fuck. Fuck J.K. Rowling. That was quite a statement you made today in court. About hearing Darian Crescent's voice at the scene of the crime. I did not know his name, but I never forget a voice. Wait! Lamirwa, is something the matter? That voice just now. It was him. I'm sure of it. No way. As I said in court, I was on my way backstage from the stage. That is when I heard his voice. Guessing Darian and Mr. Latouche were talking about something. The next moment, I heard those gunshots. Why didn't you call security? To be honest, though the noise was quite frightening, I never imagined the gunshots might be real. And I was in quite a hurry myself. I left the scene at once. So, it really was Darian's voice she heard. Yeah. At least, she certainly thinks it was. Did she maybe hear... I don't know. Could she have... I know that they were talking about the fact that... they had the music blasting, but I wonder if they had, like, audio coming into the room as well from the speakers. I don't know. I don't remember how this case goes. I don't remember what the outcome is. I met Machi before my debut as Lamirwa. I was singing in a restaurant in Borginia. And he was playing the piano? Yes. He was very kind to me. When he learned I could not see. Also, the name Nayrat is really funny. I keep glancing down and seeing it as I'm reading. Is that when you started playing opposites? With Machi pretending he couldn't see? No, it wasn't then. That began after our major debut. After I became known as the landscape painter in sound. It must have been tough for Machi. Hey, Tritonium. Get that Apollo justice. Pretending he couldn't see, and all the while acting as your eyes. We held hands always. He would write with his finger on my palm to signal to me things I should know. He is a smart, gentle boy. I think I see what she's getting at. Machi would never harm a soul. Like the evil twins from Cobra. Are there ever cases where your client is guilty and you lose if you get them off? There was some really interesting, there's some really interesting stuff that this game does, yes. There is, it's not quite that you, I don't want to spoil anything, but there are a few cases that are, not the standard, like, you always win type thing. But it's usually, like, there's a story around it and everything. But yeah, there are some of those, there are some cases like that in this series, yeah. About Mr. Latouche. Ah, yes. He was an Interpol agent, I hear. So, you had no idea? Of course not. No one did. I guess that was what it means to be undercover. But someone was after him. They had to know who he really was. Why did he pose as my manager? I do not understand. You have no idea? I can only assume that he was investigating me. But why? What makes you think that? Perhaps it is not so, but I cannot deny the possibility. Because of my condition. As my present is veiled in darkness, so too is my past clouded from memory. Clouded? Right. The darkness that I fear is not the darkness that I see whenever I open my eyes. The real darkness lies in my heart. In your heart? I have no memory at the time before I became Lamirwa. I awoke from darkness, into darkness, you might say. I was singing in a restaurant those days. What was it she said about not being able to remember the light? I do not know my past. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime in my past. Everything before becoming Lamirwa is lost to me. But I don't think you... I can think of no other explanation. Why else would an agent of Interpol approach me? Do you think your past might be related to this case? No way! That seems really unlikely to me. I mean, you're such a sweet person, Lamirwa. I thank you. Machi too tells me this often when I fear who I might have been. It's possible he was investigating someone else on the tour or used the tour to get into the country. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. Let's, tell me about this tape. This spoken word concert. We took a look at your performance again. It was even better the second time. I agree, I think it was better the second time. Thank you. That reminds me. That was an incredible illusion you pulled off. Illusion? When you teleported from one stage to the other, remember? Ah, yes. Apparently, they hired a professional magician. Valant Grammary. So much more awkward the second time, yes. I was wondering, do you think you could tell us how it was done? I'm afraid I cannot. Mr. Grammary made me swear to never tell a soul. I was afraid of that. Hard to be a magician if you can't keep a secret, you know? I am reminded that I wish to speak to you about something. Yes? When I was walking this hallway before, I stumbled upon a small device of some kind. It was lying on the floor. Device? Maybe you mean this? That's been lying there since the day before yesterday. Might I touch it? I thought as much. What? What did you think? This is one of our headsets. Everyone on staff wears one during a concert. I wonder whose this is. We used it for communication. It would be quite inconvenient should it go missing. We'll hold on to it for you, then. We'll give it to Prosecutor Gavin when we see him. Yes, that's best. Thank you. So, can I put it on? Headset attached to Trucy. Attached? I'm not some kind of robot Apollo. Everyone on staff was wearing one of these headsets. This might warrant some further inquiry. That was really well done. Okay. Let's present the headset, because we just got it. Can I ask you about this headset, Lamirwa? You said that all concert staff were wearing one. I love these games so much. They're very good. That's correct. You need them to communicate across such a large stage. Everyone on the staff had one, of course. And of all the band members, too, I should think. So Prosecutor Gavin and his lackeys had them on, too, then. They're quite helpful, though limited. They only work within 30 feet or so. After all, they're only for use on stage. And a stronger signal would interfere with the sound system. That makes sense. You'd think someone would notice if they dropped their only communications lifeline, though. So why was this one lying here? Indeed. That's really the only new evidence we got today. Let's see. In the wings. That song. Isn't that the one Lamirwa was singing? Yeah, you're right. The Guitar's Serenade. Wow. I'd love to do a show on stage like this. I'd come to see that. The house is full, and as one, the audience sighs with wonderment. There I am, singing my ballad, rose petals swirling through the air. Not bad. Wait, aren't you a magician? Oh. That's right. I was a magician, wasn't I? Some dedication. Aha! If it isn't Miss Trucy, and indeed it is. Uncle Valent! What exactly are you doing here? I take real responsibility in tasks undertaken. I am inspecting my equipment of illusion to make sure naught is amiss, miss. The Lamirwa teleportation illusion. Ooh. Should anything go wrong, it would reflect poorly upon me and my troupe. As I went about my exacting examination, I happened to notice that piano. And I remembered that fair lady's melancholy melody. Hey, Apollo, maybe Uncle Velen can shed some light on this whole thing for us. Sure, let's talk to him. I was wondering about the show the night of the murder. Lamirwa's vanishing act was your illusion, right? Indeed. The purple prosecutor petitioned my performance. Fucking this bitch and his goddamn tongue twisters. At the climax of the song, he said, "Make her disappear, like a dream." Like a dream? Yet, what I can work with on stage meant for musical endeavors? Or what can I work on? What can I work with on a stage? What the fuck is this sentence? What can I work on a stage meant for musical endeavors? I got it, okay. There are none of the conveniences of a stage built for sorcerous acts. It was a challenging task, and so I accepted. She disappeared from the top of the tower. I thought I was gonna have to fucking read it out again, the lyrics. But in order to move, you would have had to use some sort of secret tunnel. Hey, the ladies love tongue twisters. Ayo. People come to me because I'm a professional among professionals. My illusions are custom made for a time and a place. Now, because of the murder, all of the eyes of the nation are on this concert. Not a bad thing, as far as the fortunes of Troop Gramarye are concerned. So, you were here checking up on your trick to make sure it went well.
Carrie, why did Apollo speak like casual slam jam TTS for a single panel?
Yeah, I'm actually not sure. The text was moving so slowly and I was like, I should have just waited for this entire text to load before I started talking. I have no idea what happened there. And went well it did. Now speaking of pianos. That piano over there troubles me. Troubles you? Why? Why? Why do you ask why? I think it's probably quicker if I just go check it out myself. Thanks. I know what you are thinking in that head of yours. Gramarye, yes, you say. I recall seeing him on television. Something of that sort? Actually, yes, you're right. Wow, he just read your mind, Apollo! Or everyone tells him that and he made a good guess. It was 20 years ago. A young magician, a genius of his time, came down among us. His name was Magnifi Gramarye. It was he who began the great Troop Gramarye. At his prime, not a day passed that he did not play upon the screens of every TV there was. I do have a vague memory of someone like that on TV. Yet, several years ago, that time came to an end. My troupe pulls a vanishing act. Yes. Cries for magic no longer heard, the TV screen a barren waste, stripped of illusion. That's not true. I still went to all of your shows. Like that one in the parking lot down at the supermarket. When you start playing supermarket parking lots, you know you're in trouble. We hone our skill at these small venues, always awaiting our time. Yes, one day we will rise up from obscurity onto fame's shining stage once more. I do this not only for the magic that is Gramarye, but for my partner. Your partner? You mean... Yes, Zach Gramarye. Brucey's father. Before he disappeared 7 years ago, there was no name higher than Gramarye in show business circles. None. I will see us return to glory. I, Valiant Gramarye. Valiant and Zach.
Carrie, you talking less like a magician and more like a disgruntled surviving vampire.
Yeah, right? I'm not sure what I'm doing with that voice. Disgruntled surviving vampire. Our founder, Magnifi Gramarye, was truly a genius, a worker of miracles. I'll never forget the one I saw when I was little. How he made that whole jumbo jet go, what happened to the jet again? Apparently someone doesn't remember it as well as they thought. Of all the would-be magicians who came to his door, only Zach and I had the talent. In no time at all, Valiant and Zach were shining stars in the Gramarye crown. Cool, huh? And Zach Gramarye was my daddy. And now that Magnifi and Zack are gone, I have but one wish. Let it be I, Valiant Gramarye, who brings the Gramarye miracle back to the big stage. I'm rooting for you! Miss Trucy, you cannot grow up quick enough. I need your skills by my side. One skill coming up! How do we manage to get off the topic of the case so quickly all the time? I will return to glory, down with the humans! We hone our skill in these small venues, sucking blood in parking lots, biding our time. Okay, let's look at this fucking piano. Examine. I'm pretty sure we don't have Trucy's panties on us. That is not, in fact, something we can present right now. That's one big piano. I've never actually played one. I mean, I meant, like, in my possession. I mean, we could... Well, I mean, she's not wearing them. I don't think she wears those. She probably has them somewhere in her possession, but not in my possession. They're not in my possession. On the dance floor, she's going commando. God damn it. Are we talking about magic panties, not her actual panties? You should get Mr. Wright to teach you sometime. No good. He can't play either. I kind of feel bad for the guy now. Maybe now's my big chance. Stand back. This could be the debut of a prodigy. Ew. Did you make that noise just now? Let me try it again. You know, I think something's stuck in the piano. Time to take a look under the hood. Hey, how do you know her actual panties aren't magic? Yeah, okay, sure. That's true. That's true. I don't know. I don't know whether her actual panties are magic or not. Huh? Look, this was stuck between the strings. It looks like some kind of switch. Someone must have thrown this into the piano. What the fuck is that? Can we present? Let's go present that to him. And be like, yo, bitch, you
Carrie,
know what this is. It's a vape. It definitely looks like a fucking vape. Oh, oops. Present. Wrong buttons. There we go. Words cannot express my shock and... I don't know how to say this word. Chagrin. 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 All I can see before me is this stage, and me upon it. Chagrin? Okay. Nothing smaller, nothing less radiant catches my eyes.
Wintermute. Chagrin.
Chagrin. True. You're not getting on in the years. Not much time is left to make your mark. Not much time left to make your mark, huh? This is not how I was seeing it. Oh, he doesn't care about what I have to show him. I get the point. Oh, okay. That was his just really roundabout speech about I don't know what you're showing me. Because we didn't program it into the game. Okay. Well, I'm glad that I saw that word and you guys told me how to pronounce it, and now I'm never gonna see it for, like, years. Or it's gonna be one of those things where I've seen it once and now I'm gonna notice it all the time for the next week. Dressing room. Munch, munch. Uh-oh. There's only one person I know who can munch with such venom. What are you doing here? Hello, Emma. You're looking as grumpy as ever. Oh, am I supposed to be happy? You give me the 2nd degree in court, and Prosecutor Gavin makes me look like a fool. You're talking about the bloodstain Mr. Latouche left? My department chief had a field day with that one. Even a blind person could see the shooter wasn't blind. Funny guy, huh? But that bloodstain helped uncover the biggest mystery of all. Now we know that Mr. Latouche was really with Interpol. Oh, it's Apollo for saying that. I'm sorry, imagine that but in Apollo's voice. We wouldn't have found that out without you. I suppose. Maybe that's why the chief gave me these after he was finished chewing me out. Said it was my reward. Are chocolate snackoos popular down at the precinct or something? I was hoping we could check out the crime scene again. Be my guest. You're not gonna find any clues in here. Though I did find something strange. Something strange? Well, Emma, let's figure out what you saw. What'd you see? Oh, I guess we should talk about the trial first. I met my embarrassment quota for the year, that's for sure. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? How? I mean, think about it. Now you don't have to be embarrassed about anything else all year. If only it worked that way. It just bugs me to think that little kid outsmarted me. And it makes him even more suspicious now that we know he can see. He could have seen the air duct and he could have shot that revolver. But that's not how it sounded in Lemirwa's testimony. You mean her saying she heard Detective Darian's voice at the scene? That's right. Why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing once in a while in this country? Ooh. I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Yikes, Emma. Was that true what you said in court today? Yeah, fucking cops. Right? You know about the case? About how everything was happening according to those song lyrics? The Guitar's Serenade, you mean? I found the link, you know. First, Prosecutor Gavin's heart-shaped keyring was stolen. Then, Lemirwa flew through the air. Then, Prosecutor Gavin's guitar caught on fire. And, in the end, a bullet took Mr. Latouche's life. And he went up into the sky with a guitar. Well, 30 feet up at least. It is kind of hard to chalk it up to coincidence. I know, and I found it. You think the same person did all of this? Don't ask me, I didn't do it. Neither did I. I couldn't fit through that air vent anyway. What? You all think I did it? Sometimes I worry about that girl. Okay, let's see. What is something strange? So, what did you find? It's so little I must have passed over it yesterday. I found it under the sofa. What is it? Part of some device, I think? I haven't a clue what. The bit sticking out from the end looked familiar, so I had it examined. Turns out it's an antenna. Ooh, like on a Beetle? Well, like on a cell phone. This device must use an electronic signal of some sort. An electronic signal, you say? There's something strange in the music place. Who are you gonna call? Apollo Justice. No, we don't want to move. Hold on. Let's present the switch that we got, because perhaps maybe this? Is that? Do you think you could take a look at this? A small device. Looks like a transmitter. A transmitter? You press the switch here and it sends out a signal. The Switch doesn't play Animal Crossing. No, Emma's just happy we got her a vape. No idea what it's for, though. A signal? You mean an electronic signal? What is it, Apollo? say, Emma, you know that strange object you said you found? Oh, this? Let me try pressing the switch. Youch! It's on fire! Emma's device is on fire! What's the big deal? Or what's the big idea? Ah! Well, now we know what this is, an igniter. This part here must work like a lighter. It nearly lit me up, that's for sure. Hey, don't look at me like that. I didn't do it on purpose. I suppose. At least we're getting somewhere with this case. Hey, Apollo. Let's ask Emma more about this switch. Now that she has some first-hand experience. Okay. Girl needs to quit the force and vape up, eating snackies because of munchies instead of cop stress. Yeah, right? The switch. What are you trying to do? Burn me alive? Come on. It was just a few sparks. Says you. You weren't the one holding it. There's enough sparks flying around here with you two, with just you two talking. Anyway. Now we know this is a remote for an igniter. Let me see that for a second. Well, this is definitely a little transmitter. The signal's weak. Probably only reaches 30 feet. A transmitter, huh? 30 feet. Incidentally, if you look at a cross-section diagram of the stage area... Let's see. 30 feet from Lemiroir's dressing room. That covers the backstage completely. It also looks like it would cover the stage. Kinda seems unlikely anyone would use this on stage. Guess I'd best be getting on with my investigation. We're off to look for more clues elsewhere, then. I feel better just knowing what this thing is now. That is the distance the headset goes, yes. 30 feet. I'll have to look more into igniters in a bit more later. Good luck! I'd like to know a bit more about igniters myself. Yeah, can we? Is she going to do anything if we show her? Let's see if we can show her the transmitter. Or the headset, sorry. You think you could take a look at this, Emma? No. Okay. Nope. Better back off before it's too late. Okay. Not yet. Maybe during the court case it'll come up. There cannot be coincidence that it is also 30 feet. Like the headset, or like the transmitter. Okay. Sunshine Coliseum. What? Come to laugh at the murderer? Darian! That old bag opens her pie hole, and wham bam, my life goes down the chute. Thanks. They don't let me work while I'm a suspect. Fuck you. Fuck you! Actually, fuck you. Darian isn't in the best of moods, is he? Not many people are these days, it seems. It is a crime scene. Not exactly the happiest place to hang out. Then Gavin had to go rub salt in the wound. My alibi's rock salad. Rock solid. My alibi's rock salad. Okay. It was a rock. It was, yeah, I was thinking rock lobster in my head as well. It wasn't a rock. It was a rock salad. I was thinking because they play rock. Yeah, they do. They do. Okay, so about your alibi. You have to ask. The shooting happened right in the middle of the third set. Yeah, that's right. The music was blaring when we heard those gunshots. And found Mr. Latouche dead. I've got 10,000 witnesses who saw me, too. It's totally Gumbus 2000. Yeah, it is. I told you. This man has a stand. Spot the stand user. Right there on that stage. Your guitar playing was something else. Thanks, little lady. See? This whole thing's a sham. I can't believe they aren't letting me work. There's no need to yell at me. It's Flamirwa's fault. She was the one who said she heard his voice at the moment of the crime. Man, I never even talked to that old windbag. How could you possibly identify me? They won't let you work? He won't let me work. Gavin says I gotta lie low until the suspicion's cleared. What suspicion? He can be such a stick in the mud. Mr. Gavin? A stick in the mud? He may look all flashy and showy, but he's straight as an arrow, man. Except when he's depressed. You hear him whining the other day? Oh, you mean the thing with the mixing board? And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. Ah. It was you, Darian. He's just a perfectionist is all. Not a bad guy, really. Well, I think the Gavineers are the best. I have all your albums. The band's fine, too. Gavin can write a good tune. I'll give him that. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Prosecutor Gavin around much. Oh, him? He's down at the prosecutor's office, most likely. He has no shot. Yeah, possibly. The prosecutor's office. I've never been there, have I? The data on the victim should have come in from Interpol. Normally, I'd be down there dealing with it. Normally. Apollo, let's go check it out. I've always wanted to see the prosecutor's office. Maybe that's not such a bad idea. Right on. Say hi for me, okay? Oh, and screw you. What a fucking asshole. And tell him I want into that crime scene. We'll be going now. Oh, bye, Plum! Thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful night. Hey, wait. Yes? What do you really think happened? Really? You don't think I did it, right? But, well... Great, way to instill a guy with some confidence. Just remember, I was ripping it up on stage when it happened, okay? Ripping! Hello, Spooky J. Welcome. Don't get led astray by some siren song, eh? Get this one wrong and you'll be eating humble pie for a year. I'll bake it myself. What a fucking asshole. Let's, not talk to him anymore, alright? Detective Darian Crescent. He's one stone I'd leave unturned if I had a choice. Guy's a fucking dick. Okay. This sure is some office. So, this is it? The Gavineers' head office. It's not the band's office, it's the prosecutor's office. Yeah, so that's why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing, object, whatever? Looks like Prosecutor Gavin's on the phone. Oh well, guess we'll have to come back. Or we can hide behind that bookshelf real quiet-like. That's eavesdropping. Why? We'd just be waiting, quietly, so he didn't notice. What if we heard something scandalous about the band? She'd make a good reporter. For a gossip bag. What? A replica? So why was he after it in the first place? Yeah. Lettuce. Lettuce. Look, don't talk to me about those Borginians, okay? Just get me that report. Chop chop. And stop leaving mysterious objects in my office, okay? It's times like this when I start to miss Darian. Huh? Hiya! Teehee! Just thought we'd drop in. Hope you're not mad? How could I be? There's not enough teehee in the world in any case. Where's Kathy? Where's Kathy? Paging Kathy teehee. Very good. Have a seat. Prosecutor Gavin, the philanthropist. Watch and learn, Apollo. So, who have you come to see? Huh? Clavier, lead vocalist for the Gavineers? Or Prosecutor Gavin, scourge of the courtroom? What do you think he means, Apollo? I think he's giving us a choice. We can either ask him about the concert or the case. Which way to go? And what about both? What about both of them? Hello, welcome, Mitch Mello. How's it going? That reminds me. Did you see the paper today? Yeah! I always read the TV section. Good girl. How about you, hair forehead? I read the funnies. Then you will not have seen this. Concert of Tragedy, the prosecutor's deadly song. Ooh, is that a new show? I haven't heard about that one. Good, I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good tonight. Just doing some shitty voice acting for this very good game. It's not a show. It's an article. News, you know. Oh, does this have anything to do with the case? Since getting back from the trial, my phone's been ringing off the hook. How does it feel to take a man's life with a song? Have you ever hummed a man all the way to death row? What kind of question is that? Do you think you could sing for me over the phone? Yeah, fucking cops. Fuck the police. It is endless. Hold it! It is endless. Endless. Thanks to the case you made today, of course. Oh, that was all Apollo's idea. Hey! Is that a newspaper over there, too? Yes. The Borginian Daily Bugle. Go ahead, take a look. The Borginian Daily Bugle. Yes, 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 he was. he was talking about humming. Take that as you want. Thanks, but I can't read Borginian. Oh, that's right. Suffice to say, this is big news over there as well. Though, they didn't go so far as to mention lyrics to my song. Probably no one else in Borginia could believe it. It's probably seen as just a theory at this point. Their journalists didn't see the need to mention it. That makes sense. I hardly know what to think of it myself. Lemirwa's testimony will probably be in the evening edition, I'd imagine. Which is why I've had Darian step down from the investigation for now.
It's just a theory, a game theory.
Yeah, we ran into him moping in front of the Coliseum. Lemirwa was my invited guest, so it is a rather delicate situation. You understand how much I want to solve this case, quickly, if possible. Okay, let's ask about the Guitar's Serenade, the song. Are we gonna get to watch the video again? I really love that song. It has such a great atmosphere to it. You co-wrote it with Lemirwa, if I remember correctly? That's right. It was last year. I had gone to tour Borginia's legal system, as a matter of fact. And that's when you heard Lemirwa's voice? It was at a small jazz club. I wept that night. I knew I had to meet her to talk with her. So I used my influence, which is not inconsiderate, to arrange a meeting. Wow, prosecutors really do have a lot of clout. I think he's sort of a special case, Trucy. Thankfully, she liked the work I did, and we wrote a song right there, backstage. Machi on piano, that dulcet voice, and myself on a guitar that I borrowed from Le Miroir. And music history was made! Probably not an experience your average lawyer would ever have. Like, Apollo, say. Fire. It is a memory I hold dear, and the song was wrote that night. And the song we wrote that night was this. And that very guitar is right over there. You mean this charred lump? Don't call it a lump. That's a piece of history. And it's only browned, not really charred. No matter. I shall never sing that song again. I wouldn't have used that guitar again either.
Sorry.
Even if I could have. What happened during that song anyway? Why did his guitar suddenly catch on fire? Do you think you could show it to us? Your charred, slightly burnt guitar? I'm sure he doesn't mind. What more could happen to it? Indeed. What more could happen to it? Let's examine some other things in this room. Wow! Look at that stereo! To me, a life without music is inconceivable. I never turn down the volume, even when I'm working on a case. That's such a huge speaker. It must be really loud. This room is completely soundproof, of course. Really? At my place I can hear when the—
Inconceivable!
Inconceivable! At my place I can hear when the neighbors turn their VCR on to record something. What year is it? What? People weren't even using VCRs when this game was made. Maybe you can get Mr. Wright to talk to them, work something out? And lately, we've been getting complaints about Apollo's voice training. Maybe I'll go have a word with Mr. Wright, too.
Carrie. Trucy just lives next to a senior center.
What's that on the plate there? Is that gum? Gum? Maybe he was chewing it when the phone rang? So he put it on the plate for later consumption? You'd think a rock star could afford a fresh stick. Don't jump to any conclusions now. That's no chewing gum. Take a closer look. Although I really shouldn't be offering, should I? What is that? Looks like a lump of plastic? Wait, that phone call. Yeah, so that's why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing, object, whatever? Looks like Prosecutor Gavin's on the phone. What? A replica? So why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Latouche. We literally just saw that scene. Why did we flash back to it? Prosecutor Gavin, does this have something to do with Mr. Latouche? Wait a second. You were listening to my phone call, weren't you? Who, us? I tried to stop him, really, but he forced me to. Hey, you were the one digging for a scandal,
Carrie,
Miss Reporter.
'Cause we have the memories of goldfish.
Yeah, it's really just doing it for my benefit. To tell the truth, I'm not even sure what it is. But apparently, it's a model of something undercover agent Mr. Latouche was after. This lump? Would you mind telling us what you do know about it? They knew people would stream this one day, yeah, definitely. Okay. Yes, let's examine this guitar. Hold on, I'm gonna examine this guitar wall first. Look at all the guitars. Why so many? You can never have too many guitars. They're like my lovers. I didn't just hear him say that. Their backup guitar is Apollo. Don't you know anything? Rock and rollers always smash their guitars at the end of the show. No wonder it's so hard to make it as a musician. You know what? You should try rocking a little, Apollo. And breaking his guitars while he watches? That might be a little too rocking. Of course, I would never do such a thing. Did I not say they are like my lovers? Do I seem like the kind of man who would do such a thing to the ones he loves? No, not at all. I mean, you're Mr. Gavin, upstanding prosecutor. What happened to Prosecutor Gavin, God of Rock? One day, streamers will exist and have bad short-term memories, so we'll flash back to 20 seconds earlier. That was
Gary,
an impressive bit of
He's a
pyrotechnics
cop,
that did
so
this.
smashing guitars is definitely like lovers.
Uh-huh. That's the guitar from the concert, isn't it? This very good scene. Thank you, animation. I thought... Oh, fuck. I don't know what he said something there. Something about someone... that it was a gag or something? I never guessed that it wasn't the end of it. I had a specialist analyze the guitar incidentally. Oh? Did you find anything out? He didn't have a lot of time, so it's still unclear. But the results he came up with were... intriguing. Intriguing? How does that guitar tie into everything that went on? Sounds like something we should ask about. Okay, so we now have two other things we can ask him about, so let's do so. Mirwa's guitar. Fucking buttons! A, not B. It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like La Miroir. How did it end up here? She gave it to me. I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it. So this guitar is from Borginia? That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruined the wood. So we vacuum packed it in Lemiroir's studio. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. So he fucking used his... What fucking... He used his cop privileges to smuggle it into the country. They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched. See? Prosecutors do have a lot of clout. I still think he's a special case. Such a valuable guitar. It's too bad it got burned. What was it that you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from an examination of a guitar? That's right! What was that all about? Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front? It is called the sound hole. Is it that? Is that... Ah, so that's what that's called. Really? It's really just called the sound hole. Okay. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort. A broken device? Yes, this, in fact. The examiner is busy with the evidence for the case now, however. So he'll be checking this out once he's finished with everything else. Odd. That device looks strangely familiar. Okay. This was found in Mr. Latusse's bag. It's apparently a replica of something. A replica? It's a small lump about 1.5 inches long. We analyzed it, but there's not much to say, other than it's a lump of plastic. Perhaps it was to be used in the identification of whatever this is a replica of. You mean, whatever Mr. Latousse was after? That seems to be the most logical explanation. Well, what is it? Don't ask me for a line. Oh? If you don't want to tell us, you could just say so. I've put in a request to Interpol via my contacts in Borginia. But apparently there is a block on information somewhere along the chain. Oh? Something Interpol doesn't want to tell Borgenia. Something about this little piece of plastic. Mr. Latouche went through all that trouble to become Lemirwa's manager. Just to come to this country to find out more about this lump? And he died for it. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? I've sent someone to the Colosseum to fetch Lemirwa. Perhaps she knows something about it being a Borgenian. As a result of winning the format war over HD DVD, optical disc format Blu-ray was expected to replace DVD. However, many homes still having a large supply of VHS. Some manufacturers began to make VCR/Blu-ray combo players. Interesting. I have not ever seen one of those. That is a weird... That's a weird combination of two things. I mean, I guess that makes sense. But I've never seen a combination VCR Blu-ray player. That's pretty cool, actually. I didn't know that existed. Okay. Yeah, I've also seen VCR DVD. VCR Blu-ray seems like it skips a generation there. That's super weird. Around the time this game came out, Blu-ray was a newer thing. They were still making VCRs. Oh, okay. This is like 10 years ago. What the fuck? They were still making VCRs in like 2010. Oh wait, 2000. Wait, did this game come out in like 2007? I think maybe it's older than 10 years. Still, that's fucked up. 13 years ago, they were still manufacturing VCRs. Today I learned. I looked it up, and yes, it is called the sound hole. What a great name. What a great name. I think I didn't do everything. Hold on. Let me go back to where Gavin's office. I didn't present, this thing yet. Is it this, or do I want to present this? What's called the what? The hole in the center of the guitar is called a sound hole. It's just called a sound hole. It doesn't have like a scientific name or anything. It's just the sound hole. Near Automata naming conventions. It has to be one of these. What is it, Apollo? That device that was found in your guitar. Take a look at this. Why, that looks like the same thing. What is it? It's an igniter. Another one? It was at the crime scene, in Lemirwa's dressing room. Detective Sky found it, actually. At the scene of the crime? What could that mean, I wonder? I believe that covers everything I'm at liberty to talk to you about. Oh. Thanks for dropping by, Hair Forehead. Thanks? Why? You gave me so much information. That igniter, for instance. Oh. That. I've never met an attorney so forthcoming with the prosecution. It's a big help. Or perhaps you're just a tad naive, hmm? I guess I could have hit it, but somehow showing it felt like the right thing. I could say the same to you, Prosecutor Gavin. Thanks for the information. About the, strange lump of plastic. The one that Mr. Latouche was investigating. Hey! That's right! I've been thinking, Hair Forehead. We encounter many incidents in our lives, all of us. None of them that simple. Especially not the ones where people are killing to song lyrics. That is why I try to at least remain simple inside. And I keep a simple goal. To discover the truth. That's why I like to keep relations civil, yeah? That is all. I can live with that. Mr. Prosecutor? Proline? Can I ask you why you sing in a band? The Because I want women to turn and look when I walk down the street. That's pretty simple, too. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do. Another time, perhaps. Okay. Sunshine Coliseum. Oh, it's you. You came at a good time. Hello there, Emma. What's up? Either of you know where Lemirwa is? Well, I saw her in the backstage hallway a while ago. Yeah? That's strange. What's strange? I can't find her anywhere. I was supposed to bring her to the prosecutor's office. Lemirwa's missing? It's hard to imagine her wandering off somewhere on her own. Being that she's blind and all. Yeah, well, we'll help you look for her. Great, thanks. Okay, that was easy. This place is deserted. I wonder where Lemirwa went off to. I'm sure she's okay on her own. She seems resourceful. I guess, but I can't help worry about her a little. Oh, there's no lights here! Huh? The stage is pitch dark! The power breaker must be off for this section. Great. I'll go get someone. Yipes! It was really dark out there. Dark. That's all Lemire has when you think about it. What would it be like to live in a world of darkness? Hey, Apollo? Huh? What? Doesn't something about this stage seem different to you? Like, something's changed? Changed? Didn't the stage, like... Wasn't the stage, like, open and then did they collapse it, or... I can't put my finger on it, but it's bugging me. Now it's bugging me too. What's she talking about? I'm gonna head out. Good night. Bye, Spooky Che. Thank you for stopping by. Have a wonderful night. Let's see. Check here? Examine? No. Okay. I still can't believe we found Machi and Mr. Latouche up there. Yeah, I used to not like high places. Now I hate them. It's not like it would have been nicer if we found a dead body closer to the ground. Oh, that reminds me. Daddy's bad with heights, too. Huh? No kidding. He took me on a Ferris wheel ride a while ago, you know? Halfway through, his face got all green and he mumbled, "Objection!" over and over. Poor guy. Look up to the sky and yell, "Objection!" Has the game devolved to a spot the difference game? Yeah, apparently. Hopefully it's not gonna be that bad, though. There were only a few things to examine in this room. Hey, that case! Oh, here we go. Look, I got it on second try. Wasn't that open before? Huh? I guess someone closed it. Wait! Look! Where the case closes! Something's sticking out. That doesn't look like an instrument. You don't think it's... Let's open it, Apollo! What the fuck? Ah! Lemirwa! Lemirwa! Emma! We have to get Emma! Lemirwa was taken directly to the hospital. Emma ran around barking orders and making phone calls. Trucy just clung to my arm and cried. And me? I was still in shock. 2 bodies in 2 days is too many. I didn't remember that happened. I don't remember anything about this game. Goddamn! Emma, how's Lamirwa? Is she okay? You. We all owe you a big thanks, that's for sure. So, she's okay? Yes, she came to a short while ago. You found her before it was too late. Oh, that's good. Okay. Okay, she's not dead, everyone! That's good to hear. So, what happened? Someone attacked her. She was struck on the forehead. By who? We don't know. But they hit her on the forehead, right? That's right in front of her. How could she not see? Oh. Right. Would you like to see her now? Is that all right? She wants to thank you for saving her life. Lamirwa! Ah, Mr. Attorney, you were the one who found me? Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm just glad you're okay. Tell me, what happened? Fucking explain! Attacked! It was after I spoke with you in front of the dressing room. I sensed someone approaching. I thought it might be someone come to see me, but they said nothing. When I went to return to my dressing room... You were hit? I knew. At that very moment, I knew. The assailant was trying to kill me. Ah! It was lucky for me the first blow did not knock me out. I turned and ran for the stage. Someone was chasing me. I could hear footsteps. Yet, I reached the stage first. Why the stage? I had overheard maintenance people talking. The power to the stage area was off, they said, for electrical work. Ah! Sorry. I inhaled incorrectly, and like... Yeah, it wasn't great. Okay. Darkness is my ally. There was a case near the stage. That's where I hid. So the assailant couldn't see you. Once in the case, I'm afraid I passed out. Wow, that sounds like a really close call. The poncho band? Yeah, it's definitely what I said. The poncho band. Contrabass, right? Hello there, Uruk. How's it going? Okay, the assailant! Who fucking hit you in the head? Do you have any idea who it might have been?
Contrabass.
Contrabass? Do you have any idea who it might have been? Unfortunately, no. Whoever it was, they said not a word. Too bad. Yet, when I considered that I was struck high on the forehead, I must conclude that whoever hit me was taller than I am. Good point. She's sharp. And you're much taller than I am. You're about as tall as Apollo. So that means it was likely an adult, and probably a man. Could it be him? But why would anyone attack you, Lamirwa?
She says it wrong. Also, I definitely did not realize that I misspelled speak.
The detective asked me this, too. And to her, I gave the same answer I give you. I do not know. Okay, let's ask her about this fucking... All your contrabasser belong to us. Replica, tell me about whatever the fuck this is, please. Ah, Lamirwa, I wanted to ask you about this. Do you know what this is? This is what? Mr. Latouche was carrying it. It's a replica of the thing he was after. He was after? You know, in his secret identity. As an undercover agent. So that's what he was doing. You mean, you know what? Yes, I know, of course. This must be a Borginian cocoon. What the fuck? or rather a convincing replica thereof. Why haven't I heard of a Burgundian cocoon before? Why would he be carrying this around? Was it some kind of souvenir? I wonder. Tell me about this shit. What the fuck? Well, they call it Borginian. It must only be found in Borginia. We're certain all in Borginia know of these. It's a cocoon. So, do you get silk from it? I do not know the details, I'm sorry to say. I thought she said all in Borginia knew of these? There's one fact I do know about the cocoon, though. Something in all Borginian know. Something all in Borginia know. The cocoons, they are not to be taken out of the country. If someone does and is caught, they will be put to death. To death? Why? I do not know. Yet, if Interpol was involved, I'm sure there's a good reason. But this is just a piece of plastic. He was carrying a replica, but looking for the real deal? That's my best guess. So, that's what he was up to? Tracking down the Burgundian cocoon smuggling. Smuggling? Arrested pussy. Species spicy. Meatball. It seems I was marked. Marked? Life changed for me with the popularity of my songs. I began to travel around the world. Ah! So you could have brought those Burgundian cocoons with you. I just had a flash back into me playing this game and I just remembered what... I just remembered what's going on in this case. Finally, I have a memory of this game. So you could have brought those Burgundian cocoons with you. On my trips, yes. That was probably the suspicion. And Mr. Latouche was placed as an undercover agent to look into it. Borginia is a small, sheltered country. Not many of our people venture into the world outside. Is that why they suspected you? But Mr. Latouche wasn't a Burgundian, was he? He was an Interpol agent, which means... What, Apollo? Well, there must have been some reason other countries didn't want the cocoons out. Something scary enough to get Interpol involved. Huh? Like what? How could such a tiny ball of thread cause such a commotion? Cocoon smuggling. And Mr. Latouche had Lemirwa marked. It couldn't be her. Huh? There's one other person I need to talk to. Thank you for talking to us, Lemirwa. It was the least I could do. Actually, I have another request. If it is within my power, I need an interpreter. Someone who speaks Borginian. Apollo? Would you come with us if you're well enough? I see. Yes. Yes, of course. I shall accompany you. Huh? Where are we going? Come on, Trucy. We're about to get to the bottom of this. Get in, girl. We're going shopping. Machi, we came to talk to you about the case. Machi? Could you interpret for us, Lemirwa? Yes. Machi, I'd like to talk to you about when we first met. When we still thought you were blind. Now we know the truth. You can see, right? I was completely fooled myself. Machi. Isn't there another secret you're hiding from us? Throw the book at all the band members for the bad song. It isn't. This is a pretty bad song. Wait. Mr. Attorney. What do you mean by secret? What do I mean by secret? Well... like the cocoons? Take that! I think. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, you know something about this, don't you? Hey! You got a reaction! A big one! Machi, you didn't. Trucy and I are trained to see people's uncertainty. Not that we would have needed any training to see that one. Mr. Attorney, please tell me. Lamirwa, please intercept. Or, interpret. Why did it skip ahead there? Oh, that sucks, Carrie. Yikes. Shoulder pain fucking sucks. Very well. I know you know something about this by your reaction. If you won't tell me, I might have to give it to the prosecution. And have them look into it. Oh, Machi. Oh. Okay. He asks you to wait. Do not be so hasty. Machi? Goat? Question mark? Bird, Metroid, bug, arrow, strong scarecrow, bug, arrow, question mark? Do you know everything? Yes, everything. Well, sort of. Have him tell us about it. Very well. Talk. Tell me about the cocoon. What is this cocoon anyway? The cocoon, the silk, is a potent cure. A cure? Yep, Machi's the one that... It must cure some disease. It's a cure for incurite. Are you fucking serious, Ace Attorney series? It's a cure for incuritis. A cure for incuritis? But if it's a cure, why keep it in Borginia like that? Just think of all the lives they could save by sharing the medicine. I do not understand the reasons myself. Okay, well, at least we know what it is, a cure. And Mr. Latouche was after cocoon smugglers. Wait, was Machi... Machi, you weren't. He couldn't be a smuggler, he's so little! Well, you're only 15 and you're sort of a magician, aren't you? Well, that's true, I am sort of a magician. She said sort of. Oh, to have a copy of that security camera tape. Well, Machi, are you a smuggler? He won't tell me. First he plays blind, now he plays dumb. I wonder, do you think he brought a cocoon here to sell it to someone? If Machi really did bring one into the country, was he planning on making a deal for its sale? I can't go home. Can't go home? I can't go home to Borginia. I do not want to go home. The penalty for taking a cocoon from Borginia is death. That's right, it's punishable by death. About the case. What about the case? He wants to tell us about Mr. Latouche's death? This meeting's over. I don't know who's saying that, so we're just gonna... Okay, it's this bitch. Darian? What do you mean? Visiting hours aren't over yet. There's a call for Machi from the Borginian embassy. This meeting is over. Sorry. Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call them back after that. Sorry, no go. Come on, piano boy. We're leaving. Darian, wait! I never liked you. Either of you. Huh? What the fuck? What the fuck? What a fucking dickbag! Darn it, we were so close. He was just about to tell us. Hey, Apollo. He didn't want us to hear what Machi had to say. Apollo! And there can be only one reason why. Why is everyone ignoring me? Oh, sorry. This is it. I know who I'm after now. It all happens tomorrow, in court. To be continued! It will not be happening tomorrow in court. However, if you want to see more Ace Attorney, Monday, 11 p.m. We will be continuing this case. I'm gonna hit save on this. And then I'm gonna do a save state. Save state. There we go. Yeah, now the next thing is court. I fucked up. I thought I was one day ahead of where I was. But it's fine, it still works out. I thought I was gonna get next Wednesday off completely, but oh well, it's fine. We can finish up this case.